this morning
I totally cheated on Butters.
we have prop dogs.
Butters was supposed to make her
Prop
Kansas
dogs.
City
Are you going to
debut.
stay there, Jimmy? You going to stay? Hey, how you doing? It's bring your doggy to work day. Actually, we had the perfect excuse. My reporter had a dog-related story, and so I have these two well-behaved dogs. So they became the prop dogs. They were ready for their close-up. So we ended up doing live shots with the dogs in the live shots, and it worked out pretty well, except for that one time when the dogs decided to wander. But other than that, they're much more better behaved than most children, including our own. So yeah, kudos, dogs. I know the other one's in the back hiding, afraid to be buried in an avalanche of all my crap back here, but we'll make it. We need coffee. Here at Cafe. Don't we, pups? Don't we? Jimmy, you didn't expect that. Come on out. Come on. Can you make it? Can you make it? Oh, Stella. Oof. But first, we got to take care of business. Right, dogs? Oh, Stella's doing it. When Stella goes, Jimmy follows. Oh, wow. Really had to go. Gotta admire the art. And have some coffee. It's drizzly, it's yucky. At least it's semi-warm. And we are live out in it. Here in front of, if I can find it, City Hall. Woohoo! And we have been plagued by homeless, houseless people, vagrants, whatever you want to call them. I guess they're hanging out at the bus stop up there. Coming down here, we're an attractive nuisance. But this is our live location. A picture of City Hall here. And it's very foggy and drizzly, as you can see. Now we got our next hit coming up, so gots to get ready. So yesterday was a bad day. As a matter of fact, I had to take a personal day off for it. Family issues, which I won't go into, but it was just a bad day. And so I'm happy to be back at work. The crisis is not over with, not by a long shot. But at least we got something that we've been wanting to do for a long time sort of settled. And it actually ended up taking drastic measures to do it. And I keep coming back to the reason why the United States is the #1 country in the world for mass shootings is because it is easier to get a gun in this country than it is to get adequate mental health care. Actually, it's next to impossible to get mental health care for most people. And we're all suffering because of that. And, the politicians in Washington should stop debating over stupid stuff, it doesn't matter, and start fixing the things that need to be fixing. But End of rant. I'm gonna go have some, I think, tea. This is where I'll get my tea. Seas? Tea. Very good, very good. And a donut. The coffee house this morning. Morning at the scene of some sort of crash. Looks like a bad one. They're investigating it. Get all the streets here blocked around Cleaver and I believe it's Cleveland. This is as close as I can get with this lens, but yeah, you can see it's like 3 cars involved and all the streets around here are blocked. So yeah, the stuff that happens in the middle of the night, it's no good. It turned out it could be a really busy night for once, but it could be warmer weather too. But it was mostly all fires and that car crash. And got so busy I didn't even have a chance to go to the bathroom. I really ended up having to go bad. Remember this time. TMI. But yeah, sometimes, you know, when you work out in the field, that becomes an issue. So I'm gonna go take my TVU back. Oh, I'm doing bump back shots now. Now I'm gonna take my TVU back. Kind of run over people. And then maybe go in search of a hot beverage. So. All right, it's time for a hot drink. The view isn't great today because of the fog. Good back porch. It's been a quiet night so far. I went by Union Station and got some video of the purple lights. And other than that, it's been pretty quiet. Don't want to jinx myself, so I'll shut up now. The temperature is upper 30s. It's a bit cooler than thought it would be, but I don't know. Maybe it'll warm up today. This is our first stop on our way down to Texas, our little Texas road trip. The last turnpike rest area on the southern part of the Kansas Turnpike, or I-35 heading into Oklahoma. And we're taking a little bit of a break so the dongies can take care of business. Right, dongs? You taking care of business? And on the way down here, we nearly saw a wreck as a van lost control in the median. I don't know how the video looks. I did it with the dash cam. It's probably far off. And then we saw the Flint Hills, which are quite beautiful, but it'd be even more beautiful if there'd be grass, but it's too early for that. It won't start happening at least for another week or so. Into April. By the middle of April, it'll be beautiful. So we're taking a rest break here. Here's a look at the visitor center here. And the gift shop.
So what's going on?
Oklahoma City. Woo.
See that skyline over there, Saya? You know, the buildings up there? Yeah. Skyscrapers. That's Oklahoma City. So we're going to Dallas, Texas. See? Dallas.
Dallas.
I was just gonna sing that too.
What was that whistle?
The soundtrack of the TV show Dallas.
Alright, we're leaving Oklahoma City.
Heading to Texas.
Tejas.
Texas. Here we go.
I believe these are called the Wichita Mountains. Very pretty. Even though we're coming up on road destruction. Turner Falls area. Exit 47. Sunset's beautiful too.
I can take it with my phone. My phone takes good photos. Barbie.
Huh? Cinderella dressed in
Red River.
Red River. My mistake.
We're deep in the heart of Texas.
We are already in Texas?
Yep, we're in Texas. Woo!
Texas.
How do you know?
Texas.
Because I think the road just got bad.
Texas.
This is our room in Dallas. This is the only thing we could come up with. I guess it'll do.
Hey, that's
Yeah, I don't know what to do about this. we'll definitely get use out of this. And it's got a kitchen. I don't know, I think I could live here. And that's our view. I guess it'll do. This is where we're staying. It'll have to do, I guess. This is our street.
7:30 to 10:50. Steve said that he doesn't think it's a palm tree.
This is across the street from us. The kids think it's a palm tree. We saw a park full of lights just about a block away from our place, so we're being adventurous. These old buildings. That one over there has a landmark Pegasus on the roof. It's a landmark of Dallas. AT&T Discovery District. Picture, picture. Time to walk through this, whatever it is. Cool. What do you think, Jim? And they're taking pictures. Let's see what's on the other side here. That thing, whatever it is. It's kind of like the bean in Chicago. Yeah, it's making me look fat. It's making Jimmy look really fat. Yep. You know, we picked Dallas over Chicago because the weather is just absolutely miserable in Chicago. I think it's even snowing there. But here it's like very comfortable. The wind is blowing. It's nice. Ah, spring. Ah, that statue is so gleaming in gold. I have to be very, can't even make it out, so I have to be very fast because there's music playing in the background. This morning is starting with free breakfast here in the dining area. Right? Free breakfast. The dongies are having their time in this little dog run here in this park. And just as I predicted, it's a beautiful day. I could walk around here all day just looking at architecture. Like that. Even the modern buildings are wonderful. Founders Plaza, and a log cabin sits here, represents the original structures of Dallas in the 1840s. So here's the area that's like the heart of all conspiracy theories, or the mother of all conspiracy theories. And it's hilarious. I'm standing next to the school book depository and I'm reading this thing. And then you get down here in the history of this building. On November 22nd, 1963, Lee Harvey Oswald allegedly shot John F. Kennedy. And the allegedly has been scratched. And people really feel very deeply about this. And Yeah, this video is reminiscent. People reenact the scene here. And yeah. The X is where it happened. And then if you look over here, you can see the 6th floor window covered by trees. Not saying anything. And over here is the grassy knoll. The world famous grassy knoll, where people think the alleged real assassin was. Somewhere over here. Somewhere over here. I don't know. Did they build all this since that time? I can't tell you. It's just a horrible day. You just walk around here. Oh yeah. That's where the initial shot happened. And then there's where the kill shot happened, that other X. And yeah, if you look over here, if you conceal yourself. Come on, Doug. You'd have a really good vantage. Where people make their living dealing this stuff. This was a railroad yard back at the time. You can see the tower over there. And yeah, people spend their whole time in Dallas just walking around here. We're not going to go and do that. Yeah, there you go. I got a friend who's really into this stuff. And as interesting as it is, I think the real crime in this whole thing is how it's warped this whole country and shaped our politics to the point that we are where we are now. And I don't know. I think it's sad, really. Instead of being a big tourist trap, it should be a shrine. Not much you can say. So the deal is, if the thing is open today, which it might not be, the kids will go in and tour the museum, and I'll stay out here with the dongs. I would rather watch trains. The dongies and I have found a good spot. Right, dongs? Good spot? But I've only seen one, and since there's not that many commuters, I don't expect there'll be too many, so yeah, it's kind of like fishing. I like that tower building. Are you eyeballing me? Bella, you're being watched. Do you know that, Spella? This is the Exchange. It's a lot like that place in Kansas City we went to. It's kind of like a food court almost for, like, I don't know, the bar and hipsters. We have decided to stop here for a little light lunch in the Exchange, but I think it's going to turn out to be a little more than a light lunch. You can see all the examples of skyscraper styles, like Victorian, which looks like a layer cake, eclectic, more Victorian, modern, Art Deco, and postmodern. I'm enjoying this Googie hotel, complete with 1950s cars in the front, and the kids are enjoying the playground. All right, look at that doggy over there. We have made it into Deep Ellum. Yeah. This place brings back memories. Oh, Trees is the famous club over there. It kind of rekindled this neighborhood when it was abandoned in the 1980s. This was all boarded up, shuttered buildings until the punk rockers came and started doing shows in that building. I believe that's where Jim Heath was the doorman, or otherwise known as Reverend Horton Heat. Deep Ellum. This place has changed a lot since I first visited in 1992, 93? Yeah, it was 1992, I believe. Yeah, here we are.
Come on, Luke.
There's a doggy. Dogs.
They don't
Doggy, you don't care anymore, do you?
They
9.
realized it was fake.
There's a doggy.
Popsicle. We are all having popsicles, fancy popsicles. So we're getting our use out of the amenities of the hotel. Finish this evening with a drink, Pepsi, in the hotel lounge. Pepsi. Just kidding. It's got these pillars. I don't know, not much to look at, I guess. Just a hotel lounge. It's pretty cool. It'll do. Tomorrow's another day. Woo. Walking. All right, leaving Dallas.
Well,
All right, we're cruising down Elm Street. This is going to put us on the expressway.
it's okay. So we have to go ahead.
Oh, well, we can't make that turn. Or can we? No, we can't.
No, it's one way.
Yeah, no, this where's telling us to turn.
Oh.
Look at that building there. Okay, what type of building is that one? What type of skyscraper?
Which one?
This one.
This is a,
Does it remind you of a wedding cake?
yes, but I can't remember the name.
Victorian. You know, Queen Victoria of England. Eclectic. Oh yeah, there's the eyeball.
There's the giant eyeball.
See, we walk here.
Yeah, we walked through here. Looks different when you're not thinking about how bad your feet hurt. And it's warmer today.
Yeah. Well, the air was kind of crisp, waiting for the.
In the shade, but You go out in the sun, you're
Burning.
gonna bake your buns. Yeah.
And then where did you guys stand? In there, right? In the middle?
No dignitary ever since then has ever ridden in a.
So if you were riding here and the gunman is up here, so just imagine.
And try not to run over the people that want to stand right on the X.
Because Luke stood there and Zach and Saya. Remember yesterday? And then the guy is over there.
There's the
shooting.
first X.
There's the first X.
And there's the second X.
Yep. They stood there. And then another guy standing there that shoot the president.
Theoretically.
I don't know. Remember? So now you will remember when you go to, when you've been in Dallas. You said, oh yeah, that's JFK being shot there.
As we're going across this weird bridge. Crossing the Trinity River. Why is Saya asleep?
She's been sleepy. I saw it her eyes earlier.
That's pretty cool. It's like, this is a pedestrian bridge on both sides. Pretty neat.
I didn't get the right picture.
And then there's that one over there.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. Alright, let's hope this is a straight shot into Fort Worth. We have arrived in Fort Worth. Main Street, Fort Worth. The GPS is confused.
Then you cannot turn this way too.
8th Street. I was gonna say, is that it right there? And then Houston Street. It's an interesting building, triangular shaped building. We are in Fort Worth, entering the Water Gardens. Picture, yet again. Dipping their toes. What we doing, dongies? Are you guarding shoes instead of eating them? Jimmy, what's up? What's up, bub? All right, all my camera and everything was making me off balance, so now we're gonna try this with just this light little thing. Here we go. These stones are really narrow. Saya, be careful, please. Go on, go on. Saya is about as good with heights. Yep, never mind. I used to be able to do it, but now I don't know. I got some sort of vertigo thing going on. When I get on these heights and my head starts spinning. Not good. Pretty neat. This is a form of brutalist architecture, which was featured in the film Logan's Run, I think some other films too. And it's also surrounded by other examples of brutalist. And same architecture as the Kansas City International Airport, the old terminals. Oops. this is not a place you want to play around. Matter of fact, I'm thinking that I have still an inner ear infection. That's why when I get to that precipice over there, I get dizzy. And so I'm not going to risk it. But yeah, it's brutalism is like fantastic shapes, futuristic shapes with using concrete, basically. And that's why this was featured in a movie about the future, a dystopian future. And you know, brutalism came about in the 60s and early 70s before it fell out of favor. And even to this day, people still look at it like, wow, this is like spaceships and futuristic design. And I think even today they use brutalistic architecture for sci-fi futuristic movies. I think the latest example has been they use some brutalistic architecture in Star Wars to portray a different world or otherworldly futuristic design. Stuff is still ahead of its time for having fallen out of the favor in the mid-70s. So, interesting. Can you say brutalism, dongies? Why don't I come over here and you guys can look at me over here. Donkeys, Jimmy. Oh, you too cool for school now? Yep, everywhere you look, it kind of gives an otherworldly vision. So let me fact check myself by reading. Active pool expresses exuberance, exemplifying architect Philip Johnson's sense of play. He designed the pool to look like a canyon, and this is interesting. Unfortunately, on June 16, 2004, 4 visitors, 3 children, and 1 adult died when one of the children fell in the central pool. I don't mean to laugh or make light of it, but and the pool was closed immediately. A new design was constructed 2005, 2006 to make it safer. And I think that's when we came the last time. Scenes from the 1976 movie Logan's Run starring Michael York were filmed at the Fort Worth Water Garden. So yeah, pretty spectacular. And this is what they call the aerated pool.
It is not a diving pool for dogs.
Aerated pool. Pretty neat. It's supposed to be an optical illusion. When people walk on the other side, it looks like they're walking in the water. Aerated water pool. Well, I guess there's something down here too. Oh yeah.
How do you get down there? Oh yeah, I see. There's if you walk around it.
This is called the quiet pool. So you're supposed to feel bigger going down the stairs and then smaller once you're inside this big place. Huh. There they are going down. Let's see if this bigger, smaller thing works, or smaller, bigger thing. See if the architect is right. I'm sure he is a lot smarter than I am. Here we go. Maybe more sure-footed too. All right, I'm feeling bigger. Ha ha ha, bigger. I am big. And now, I'm so tiny. Do you guys feel tiny? There you go, there's Jimmy. There he is, king of the mountain. Looking at the courthouse, looks like they have blocked the streets off here and turned it into some sort of pedestrian mall. You can't go that way. Let's go this way and try not to run over anybody. And the next street over, you can't go right, you have to go left. Alright, we are on the wrong street. We wheedled our way so we can pass by the courthouse here.
What's the last one?
That one's definitely Victorian.
Yeah, that's
Alright, here is the street that we want.
I don't know.
Commerce Street. We have made it to the Fort Worth Stockyards. Yeah, we have a real parade, and there is a parade coming pretty soon. But I am shooting over a Longhorn that they're charging $5 per head for people to sit on and get their picture taken. But we have our own Longhorn right here. We call him the Doghorn. Is that right, Doghorn? Doghorn? Woof woof.
And then there's a bunch of them. Oh my. What are they doing?
This is a better view here. I guess this is more traditional. There's so much music everywhere, it's so great. You get one of these signs here while I'm at it. And give an idea of what it's like around here. This is pretty busy. Much more touristy than I prefer. Yep, we have to stop for traffic. Yeah, this is a bit much. The king, the baby. We have got in.
Jimmy!
Apparently it's all you can eat ribs. We're trying to figure out the dog. About the only place we could find with what we want and dog friendly. All you can eat ribs. I think SCN got the same thing. And the kids got the kid plate. And I don't know what Zach got, but it looks delish. Oh boy. VW bus. We have hit the wall. This is where we are. And we have all hit the wall. Oh, I thought. But then the dessert came out and suddenly the wall disappeared. All right. Last shots of our Texas road trip before we go home. Riding off into the sunset, so to speak. Woohoo! So this is the last picture. Gotta take advantage of the golden hour.